My name is Coach Rose Peterson.
Unmute now.
I'm a certified personal trainer, both in person and online, and a certified nutrition coach. I help moms locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over the world shed the weight holding them back from becoming their most energetic and authentic version of themselves so they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. You can find me at fitandconfidentmoms.com. Hey, everybody. Oh, mic is on now. Hey, everybody. This is Coach Rose. Are you as excited as I am that it's August 1st? Kids are back to school, and a lot of you are setting some new goals. New school year, new goals. August 1st, fall harvest energy, back to school energy, routine energy. Let me know in the comments, are you as excited as I am? And if you're watching live, type live in the comments or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. This helps me so much because other people may need to see this very live. And with your help, maybe they'll get to see it because people are commenting. Today, we're going to talk about goal setting. And I'm not going to talk about fluffy stuff and make it all like SMART goals and stuff like that. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty and talk about how we can achieve our fat loss goals. So if you have a fat loss goal, weight loss goal, healthy eating goal, fitness goal, you are in the right place because I'm going to leave you with some tips, some do's and don'ts of setting goals. And also, hopefully you are going to leave inspired with some type of plan. And as you can see on my screen, I do have a free download for you. So if you would like this download, let's get a magic word for you. If you'd like this download so you can follow along and set some new goals, write hashtag new goals in the comments and I will send this download for you. Now, listen, the steps I'm going to talk about today, they're not in this PDF because you're listening to this training right now, right? But what's going to be in here is to start writing your goals because what is that? There's an old saying, a dream without a plan is only a wish, right? And if we're not tracking data, then how do we know we're making results, right? So sometimes we have to, good, I've got new goals in the comments. Awesome. I will make sure to set that over to you. And before I jump in, I'm just going to introduce myself. My name is Coach Rose Peterson. I am founder of Fit and Confident Academy. I am a certified personal trainer, certified nutrition coach, certified pregnant and postpartum coach, and most recently, a certified Olympic weightlifting coach that I just got certified in last weekend. So thrilled and excited to add that to my credentials. And something you guys may not know, I compete in Olympic weightlifting as a sport. So do my kids. And now I can pass on those skills to my clients, and anybody can weightlift. And I'm super, super thrilled to be able to add that. All right. I am going to jump right in. There are 3 mistakes people make when they are goal setting. So we're going to talk about the don'ts first. So that way we talk about the don'ts and then we talk about the do's. So while I'm speaking, I would love to know, have you been watching me for a while? If you have, put hashtag pro. If you're a newbie, put hashtag new. If you're new to me, that way you can reach out and say hi. And I could be like, hey, thanks for watching all these times and following along if you're a pro. And if you're new, I'll also reach out and be like, hey, what did you think about this training? What would you love to see from me? This helps me so much and helps my team so that we can serve you and this community the best way that I want to do that. Ooh, I got some hashtag pros in here. Thank you for watching. All right. So the first don't is saying to yourself, I'm going to start. I'm going to start eating healthier. I'm going to start working out. And again, we have a goal without a plan. And a lot of times you might say, oh, as soon as the kids go back to school or it's August 1st, this is my time. I'm going to do better. I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to start going to the gym. Those are super vague and it needs to be specific. Like, what exactly does that look like to you? Does eating better meaning I'm going to eat a piece of fruit once in a while? Does going to start meaning I'm going to look at gyms? Or is it by this day, I'm going to have a gym picked out, right? So that is a don't. So a don't is don't have this goal without a plan, okay? My tip Number 2 is don't try to do it all at once. Okay. I don't know about you, but I've seen this. Well, actually, no, let me back up. I've done this a million times where I'm like, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to work out. So I'm going to get my schedule out. I'm going to plan 5 days a week of workouts. I'm also going to print out my meal plan, and I'm going to meal plan breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. And I'm going to do it all and change it all. That is a recipe for disaster, to think that you'll be able to change it all and do it all. So mistake number 2 is trying to go after your weight loss goal all at once. Now think about it. I know some people might get resistance and be like, Rose, I'm ready for a change. I'm ready to kickstart this. I'm ready to change my life. I know I need to eat better. I know I need to work out. I'm going to do it all now. I get that, and I love the enthusiasm. But again, it's a recipe for disaster if we don't build things step by step. Okay. So what is more realistic is to think, okay, where I am now, I didn't get here overnight. And so when I get to my new place, I'm going to get there step by step. Okay. And so if you're resistant to that idea, I'm going to put on some tough love and say, how long have you been stuck? How long have you not gotten to your goal because you're waiting for the right time for everything to be perfect? You're waiting for that vacation to be done. You're waiting for someone to graduate. You're waiting for the new job. Whatever it is, you've been waiting for the right moment, which is holding you back with extra weight for who knows how long, for years. So instead of waiting, what if we did things step by step? And before you know it, in 6 months, oh my God, I lost 40 pounds because I allowed myself, I wrote a plan. I did it step by step. It wasn't overwhelming. I figured it out along the way. And oh my gosh, I lost 40 pounds. Instead of 6 months from now, damn, I did nothing because I waited for it to be perfect. Right? So let's set up your step-by-step plan. We're going to talk about that today. All right. Mistake number 3 is that you think you need to do this all alone without support. I got myself into this mess. I'm going to get myself out. That is actually one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. Anytime we have support for anything we set our mind to, you are going to do so much better. I can't put a number on it, but I want to say 1,000 times better. 1,000 times better when you have support. And the reason being is like, it could look like an accountability partner that you have a text message to. It could look like ordering groceries. Life is not meant to be done alone, okay? And if you have an important big goal, you've got to be able to seek support. Seeking support and building in accountability needs to be part of your plan. It has to be if you want to be successful. If we're sick and we want to fix ourselves, we look for support, like going to the doctor, right? Or maybe we have to get medicine. Those are types of support. So that's mistake number 3, is thinking that you need to do it on your own. I'm going to take a quick breather and say, where are you watching from? I would love to know, are you in my free group, which if you're not, you should be there at fitandconfidentmoms.com, because that is where this checklist is going to live. I'll either DM it to you, or you could just simply visit my group and it'll be there. And then also, you'll never miss a training. You'll get notified because you're a part of the group, and the replay will live there forever. So you should be part of my group, fitandconfidentmoms.com, to join. So are you watching from my group, my personal page? Are you watching from YouTube? I love to know where you're watching from. And also, what state are you in? Because, I got clients in all different states and friends in all different states. So love to know where you're watching from. This gives me a breather too, to kind of, okay, now we're going to talk about the do's. Okay, so number 1, we're going to set a goal together. I want you to write down, what is the end in mind? You've probably heard this. Start with the end in mind. This might be a Stephen Covey quote, which he's like the big time management guy. Where do you want to go? All right, let's say by the end of the year. Where do you want to be by the end of the year? In 3 months, by January 1st, where would you want to be? Do you want to have let's start with the end. Let's say in 3 months, I want to have lost 20 pounds. I want to be fitter, more energetic. I want to be going to bed at 10 o'clock every night. I want to be waking up at 5 a.m. every day. What is future you? What does that look like in 3 months? You can do 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. I love 1 year. I think 1 year is a good amount of dedication to turning yourself into the complete person you want to, not complete person, but like, 3 months, you can accomplish a quarter of what you want to accomplish, right? But in 1 year, oh my gosh, let me see you transform in 1 year. I always tell people I got in the best shape of my life in 18 months. People don't believe me, but go visit my group. I've got a ton of before and afters of myself. All I did was train 3 times a week. And I had a coach, a nutrition coach, that taught me flexible dieting, which is something I teach my clients as well. And that unlocked everything for me and is the main motivation to why I do what I do, is that it doesn't have to be punishing. It doesn't have to be run your way thin. It doesn't have to be sacrifice everything to get to your new body. Actually, it could be a lot of fun and very empowering. And you can turn yourself into the best version of yourself without it feeling hard, without it feeling like you're sacrificing. You can show up every day as the best version of you instead of showing up every day feeling like the most beat down version of you and figuring out, why can't I figure this out? Why is this so hard? And I'm telling you, with coaching and support and the right plan, you can do it. And I help my clients do it every single day. All right, I'm going to get on a side tangent. So first step, start with the end in mind. Who do you want to be in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year? Who do you want to be? Write out how you want to feel, what you're going to accomplish. What actions does that person do? Who is awesome you from now? Who are you going to be a year from now? And what does that person do every day? Okay, does that person meal prep on the weekends? So start with the end in mind. Who are you a year from now? Okay. Now, step number 2, remember I said that don't try to do it all at once. Step number 2 is break down those goals into habits or actions. Okay. So on the next page of this, you could print out one of these for every month. Okay. So let's say for August, I'm going to start 3 new things, which I would not recommend trying to do more than 3 things. Trying to do more than 3 things is a recipe from disaster. Okay. So let's pick 3 new habits that we're going to start, and we're going to check the box. Anything new that goes towards your well-being counts. And I recommend you start small, because those small wins, they certainly add up and they're easier to sustain. Some things might look like your first habit is drinking more water. Be like, you know what? I want to have 100 ounces of water a day. Make that your first habit. Second habit could be 10,000 steps. Well, I know that's a big goal for some, especially in this day and age where a lot of people are working from home. It could be 2,000 more steps than you're already doing. So that could be your second habit. Okay. And then the third habit could be something like vegetables at dinner every night. Okay. Track your progress. It is so motivating and such a great reminder when you track your progress. If you're not tracking anything, it doesn't count. It doesn't count as much, I'm telling you, because you might be doing a lot and then you think you're not. I get on these calls with some of my clients and they'll be like, oh man, like I didn't do as much as I wanted to do. And by the end of the call, I'm like, hello, you drank 100 ounces of water a day. You fit in 2 workouts, even with your crazy busy schedule. Your kid was in the ER. You had this emergency. You did that emergency. You took your vitamins every day and you did this. And it's like, oh, wow, I did do all that stuff. And if you're not tracking it, it's going to be so much harder for you to feel uplifted, because it'll be so easy to think about the things you're not doing. And instead of, dang, I did, out of 30 days this month, 25 days, I freaking drank 100 ounces of water. Go me. So you got to track. Okay. So if you want this download, remember, I want you to put in Ooh, I think it's new goals. Yes. If you want this download to help you, we're going to put hashtag new goals for the download. Okay, so if you want this sheet, happy to give it to you. Hashtag new goals. All right, so we're going to break down your goals into action. So if I imagine myself a year from now, the kind of person I want to be, let's say my goal is 40 pounds down. So the version of me that's 40 pounds down, what are they doing every day? They're probably going in their fridge and breakfast is already ready because I prepped it. The version of me a year ago, a year ahead, is meal prepping. Okay. Maybe the version of me a year from now is consistently working out 3 times a week. So let's write it all out in actions, in steps. This month, we're going to work on these 3 habits. Next month, we're going to add 3 more. Maybe you'll add 1 more or 2 more. But the point is baby steps, right? Please embrace this. Embrace the baby steps. I'm going to remind you that baby steps is going to get you so much farther than 0 steps because you're waiting for it to be perfect. Okay. And by the way, my clients are getting phenomenal results with baby steps. We do baby steps and they're getting phenomenal results. And I've been sharing those success stories the last couple of weeks. Okay. So, embrace it. I promise you it works. Okay. So my do number 3 to combat that other don't is get support and outsource. You do not have to do this alone. And in fact, you will have a high likelihood of failure if you try to do this on your own. Okay. So number 1, you can join my free support group, fitandconfidentmoms.com. We will root for you, rally for you, ask your questions in the group. I will answer them. Okay. You can send me a message. I will answer them. Find a friend who could be your text accountability buddy. You can ask your spouse for support. Not coaching. Don't ask your spouse to coach you. That's tricky, but you can ask them for support. What would that look like? That could look like maybe doing some of the dishes on meal prep day because you're going to meal prep for both of you, probably. That could be, hey, I'm working on getting healthy and it's really hard for me when you're bringing home crumble cookie. You could ask him, don't bring it in the house. You're not saying don't eat it. He can have crumble cookie all he wants, but you're asking don't bring it in the house because it gets me off track. So that's another way you can ask for support. And lastly, if you want expert help to fast track your progress, it's 100% worth it. I hired a coach. I actually hired 2 coaches when I got in the best shape of my life. I hired my nutrition coach first, and that's when I learned that strength training was going to be a game changer for me, and it was. And then 3 months into nutrition coaching, I found my strength coach, and I've been with him since 2015. I still have the same strength coach because I believe in coaching that much. And that is because sometimes it's really hard to be accountable to ourselves sometimes, right? When life is really stressful, it's hard to stay on track. So having an outside person help you be accountable to your goals is priceless. It really is. And that's why my clients hire me, is to be their accountability and support person and to have the exact steps to get to their goal, even when life is crazy, because we know life is not calm 24/7. That's ridiculous to think that way. So I am going to open up enrollment August 14th. We're going to start the following week. So if you want to get on a chat with me to find out, hey, what is Fit and Confident Academy all about? Yes, I have at least 20 pounds to lose in the next 12 weeks. Grab your free session. We'll have a call. And if you're interested in just chatting with me and seeing if you and I are a good fit for coaching. Oh, I don't have I thought I had okay. I forgot. Here, you know what? I'm gonna make one. So if you would like to have a free connect call, find out what that plan looks like. You and I will sit down and we'll talk about your 90-day plan and how you're going to get there. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to be your accountability person and help you come up with a 90-day plan. So if you want that 90-day plan and you want to have a 30-minute call with me, I'll do 5 calls. Hashtag me, Put hashtag me in the comments if you want to connect with me and do a connect call. And then that way, if you're ready to start this month, when I open enrollment, you'll have a spot saved for you. Okay. So hashtag me if you would like to get on a free connect call. We will map out your 90 days for free. For free. If you're serious, I want to help you, whether that's with me or just by the end of the call, you're going to have a plan. Okay. So if you want that 90-day plan written out, somebody to help you put together another set of eyes that coaches with people, that knows what the obstacles are, we're going to plan for those obstacles. Okay. So hashtag me if you want that call. All right. So I'm going to remove this. That is it for my training on New Year, New Goals. I am pumped. I'm excited. I have my own personal goals that I'm working on the next 90 days. So I'm super, super pumped. I've kind of been ramping up the last couple of weeks. For those of you guys don't know me, I've been kind of on this journey of wellness. I've had some medical issues. I had a procedure about a month ago. So I'm starting to I slowly started lifting again, slowly started getting my strength back and my energy back. And I am decided to fully unleash myself this week. I am fully unleashing myself and I'm fully into my plan. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what the next 90 days is going to look like. And so if you want to follow along that journey with me, make sure you're friends with me. Make sure you're following me. Turn on those notifications that you want to see how Rose is doing. And most importantly, get in my group, okay? fitandconfidentmoms.com. That's where all the free action is happening. Resources, trainings, downloads. You want to be in there. All right. So until next time, this is Coach Rose rooting for you to say it's all about me in August of 2023. Me as in you. Get out there and make it happen. Have a good day. Bye-bye.